Hello everyone, and welcome back to Allthemodium 7. In the last episode, probably the main thing we did was we set up some Bunsen burn. I keep calling them Bunsen burners. Some blaze burners underneath here to cook up our steam engine a little bit more. So that's what this guy is. He's a big fuel tank full of, I guess, steam, courtesy of this stuff down here. And I'll be honest, it's a pretty bad setup. I mean, it works. Don't get me wrong. But it could be a lot better, I think a lot easier as well. Another thing I attempted to do was, listen, it's going to sound really simple. I just wanted to put copper plates in here. That's all I wanted to do. Okay, but for whatever reason, I wanted to be able to just like use one entangler porter everywhere to do this. Sort of like what we have here, but like instead of all these entangler porters, just use one. And it didn't work. It didn't work. And you guys have enlightened me as to why it didn't work. And I'm honestly surprised that somehow this I didn't notice. I sort of thought it might be happening, but I didn't know how to see it, I guess. So the issue is, this entangler porter, it's not dumping out any copper plates that I have whitelisted, because if we hold shift, look in the top left, it's showing that there's charcoal stored within this entangler porter. Now, the entangler porter itself doesn't have like an accessible inventory via a user interface, but it's still full of those items, and it can't have anything else. So we can't just keep redirecting things through that, which means it's not going to work that way. It's quite simply, it's not going to work that way. So at this point, you're probably thinking, all right, what's he doing this time? What's he bringing out? You know, what's he going to waste his time doing this episode? Well, I'll tell you what. I got another comment, and they raised a really good point, which is realistically, why do I need to entangle it? My reason for, using entanglers and having a setup like this is mainly because it's a lot easier for me to set up this new area and just slap down an entangled block. That's for some reason I feel like that's a lot easier for me to do, right? Just entangle that, entangle a crafter, easy. Realistically, there's not much stopping us from just setting up a network each time. In fact, you know what is stopping us? The fact that I've forgotten to where are we? We still need to figure out our teleporters. I still don't like how long it takes me to get over here. I need to actually add in one of these, this guy here, I need to add our network stuff. So like network card, network receiver, and network transmitter. Because I should just be able to grab these out and set up a network. It should be that simple. And so then what we can do is, instead of doing all this entangling stuff that, usually works, but then sometimes doesn't work, we can just put a crafter right here. Well, actually, you know what? I'll raise another argument to why we entangle things instead of just having a crafter here. Well, I guess that doesn't help. I was going to say, like, having all the crafters in one area feels nice, because if I want to add a recipe to this belt system, I can do so from, our collection of crafters, which in Allthemodium 6 was in a nice area near my base, whereas I guess this isn't really... I haven't really done that yet, have I? I mean, I could move this stuff. I don't know. Listen. I don't know. All I know is we're gonna mature up, okay? we're gonna grow up here, and we're gonna do it the right way, okay? And now, what's the right way, you might be wondering? Well, we're gonna set up a network. That's right way number one. Now, where do we want to slap these networks? Realistically, I could probably just slap one here. Network receiver, beautiful. I'm gonna whack it with the network card. We'll fly back to the base. We'll come over here. Well, actually, we do have a create one. We have, quite literally, a create one. Where is this? Where is this network currently? Because we might be... Okay, listen. Listen. I promise you I'm not pretending. I wish I was. Our network's right here. Listen. Today, it's going to be different than yesterday. I'm telling you, okay? I'm telling you. This is... You know what? No. We will... Wait. I've actually got a brilliant idea. You guys are going to love this. So, obviously, this is our create area, right? And so, we've got our create receiver here, our create network receiver. What if I place a network transmitter here to connect it? We chuck in this, and it's connected, so that's all good. But then, hear me out. This is obviously connected to our create system. You ready? What if I just dye it a color? So, for example, what if this becomes our red one? So I dye that one red, and I dye this one red. Because then in the future, if I'm ever like, oh, which one's this linked to? I'm like, oh, it's the red network. You know what I mean? It's connected to the red one. Genius. A genius was born today. Listen. Okay. I'm happy. The future's looking good. All this mess, man, we'll clean it up at some point. I swear it's gonna happen. For now though, we have a goal to do. The goal is get this guy up and running. This is gonna get us some copper wires. We're gonna make some electric motors fully automated. We're gonna make a Tesla coil fully automated. We're going to also revamp our blaze burner section if I have enough time, courtesy of a mechanical arm, which has been suggested to me for many reasons. Oh, and it's just a normal crafting recipe. This is actually, we could probably do this before we do the rest of the stuff. Instantly, I find a good distraction. You know what? No, we're not going to. I'll hold on to it. We'll put it away. We'll get back to that guy. Okay, he's there. He is there. We'll get back to him. So what are we doing? I'm gonna place a crafter right here, and it's sending it right onto the mechanical belt. Beautiful. What are we gonna put in this guy? Well, I'm literally gonna yoink this recipe out for the copper wires. We're gonna come over here, slap it in there, and it should now magically work perfectly. If I now search copper, we've got 18 wires in here. If I order 10 more, have a look at what we see. Everything just, I mean, it just works. It's spinning, the stuff's going through. We have 10 more copper wires. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what else to tell you. That's all I had to do. That's all we had to do in the last episode. I spent 20 minutes doing this. Okay, sweet, cool. That's that taken care of. Awesome, nice. Glad to be of service. Okay, so what's next? Well, what's next would be the motor. So, if we search for mechanical crafters, we've got, I believe, the 12 needed for this motor, and I think I'm going to slap it right here. That was sort of my plan. Now, I don't know how well that's going to work. Actually, it's going to work really well. Let me try and not butcher this completely. I think it's sort of like this shape, right? Let's double check. So yeah, 3 at the bottom, then 5, then 3, then 1. Perfect. And we obviously want them all to pop out in one spot. I'm probably going to have mine pop out. You know what? We'll have them pop out at the top. That seems like a pretty good idea. So then I'm going to have all these aim inwards like this. Have them all face there. Now, you don't have to shift right click on the sides to get them to go there. For example, I can place them like this. Then you can use the wrench to spin them around to have them face whatever direction you want. So like you can do that. Don't feel like you have to do it the other way. And obviously you want these to be sort of as fast as possible. You want them to like realistically the shortest path possible. Now the shortest path possible, what would that be? To be honest, I don't know. I don't know if it even matters entirely, but I think doing like this, just sending it all up, that might do something. Maybe. But anyway, it's all going to pop out at the top of this chest, which I'm just going to have it go into another ender chest, I think. Is that what I want to do? What is our alternative? I either use an ender chest, or we just use an ender chest. I think that's fine. I was gonna say we could use an entangler porter, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little scared. I'm not gonna touch them for a little bit, just so that I can, we can get a few good episodes. Okay, so this will obviously be our personal chest on purple. There we go. That's our system. So that should work. I believe this will export the item into our ender chest, which is thus our system. Okay, so you might be wondering, all right, what's next? How are you going to set this up? Well, we actually have a little one that we can go off over here. This is our crushing wheel. Now, if we have a look at how well this works, we can go in crushing wheel, we can order one, and we should see all the ingredients pop up here. And yeah, I almost couldn't see the spruce planks, but it's going to go ahead and it's going to craft us a crushing wheel. Pretty cool. Oh, these little things. I hate these little things. Okay, I managed to get it. They're little like poison mosquitoes that just randomly spawn. I imagine because I'm near like a river. But yeah, we get a crushing wheel, and it goes in there, and bada bing, bada boom, crushing wheel. Right? Come on. Yeah, excellent. So how do we do that? Well, back here, we actually got away with just using item pipes. It's actually pretty simple. So he's hooked up a bunch of whitelists. The important part is whitelisting every single connection you have with the item pipe. And the other thing you might notice is we only have one pipe going into this entire outskirt because it's all the same type of block. So in terms of the electric motor, we don't really have any options to do that because these parts aren't touching, right? So I don't think we can get away with it. Maybe. You might be able to cheese it to do it, but we'll leave it as it is for now. I was saying, like, you might be able to put extra mechanical crafters in the corners to connect, like, this brass by, like, placing ones here. And then I think if you put a brass plate on the mechanical crafter, it, like, covers it up so that it won't be used in the recipe. Maybe that could work. I don't know. Anyway, that's how you do it. You essentially just whitelist every single spot with location. So I'll show off that because obviously, I don't know, that seems like something smart to do. While we're here, let's grab a big torch because we're getting quite a few hostile mobs over here and I'd rather not. So we'll just slap this guy down. Hopefully that'll take care of them at least in the future. And yeah, so we're obviously going to have to jump behind here as well. The reason why I sort of built it where we did is because I was thinking, this guy right here, we can literally hijack our rotational energy from here by doing that. So now all of these are already spinning. This thing's pretty much good to go. We're pretty much done, you know? But anyway, we'll keep digging out this little area just so that we can make sure we have everything. Okay, so what's the plan? Well, I'm gonna grab, you know what? I was gonna set up a barrel. Let's just hook up another network in here. You know what I mean? Why not? Let's really put this to the test. Let's grab our network stuff. We'll also grab some dyes. What color do we want these to be? Yellow? Sure, why not? I'm going to place... Oh, how exactly do we want to do this? Because we still will need a barrel to be sort of like the middle buffer. We'll put that drawer away. We'll grab a barrel out. So where do we want that? I'm guessing we'll place it here. And then we'll have the pipes going up like this. Into all this stuff. That should be fine. Which means we can place, I guess, the receiver here. Right click it with the network card. We don't have a crafter on us, but we can grab one. Crafter. Beautiful. Slap this guy down. We'll dye this guy. There we go. So he should light up yellow when we set this guy up. And then we'll come over here. And we'll place this guy, chuck in our network. Make him yellow. I'm liking the idea of this. I'm really excited because they were suggesting using like this stuff, but I was like, I don't know, it might get a bit confusing. I don't want to place signs every single time we do it. Color coding, color coding is going to be really good. I said in fluent English. So let's get this this pattern. So obviously it's for the motor. So if I slap this in here, what do we get? Obviously this isn't all of our ingredients, so we're a little bit unlucky. But it's fine. What we're going to want are 6 brass plates. It needs to be a processing pattern, my bad. Will this automatically put it here? Let's click processing. We're going to have to manually do it. That's fine. And this also isn't two-way. Here we go. Brass plates. So we'll drag these in. And we obviously want 6 of these. So there we go, 6 of those. What else do we want? We're going to want 1 capacitor. So we'll search capacitor. I wanted to drag that in. Capacitor. They're really making me hunt for this stuff. Capacitor, yep, there we go, 1 of those. What else? 3 copper spools, copper spool, here we go. So 3 of these. This is how you'll obviously do it for the processing pattern. And then finally, iron rod and andesite alloy. Now andesite, that'll be, I was going to say easy because I thought we had some. That'll be easy. And then the iron rod. What do we have automated? Do we have any? We don't. What was I going to automate? This one. The iron... sorry, the item.createEdition.ironrod. That's the one we're looking for. So not this one. Not that beautiful one right there. Instead, I think we want this one. Yes, of course. This item right there. And I believe that is all the ingredients. So all that's left is to go motor, drag in the electric motor, and then click tick. There we go. Okay? So far, so good. Also, let's go ahead and actually automate the crafting for this. So it's just an iron ingot in this roller as well, which means all I have to do is create that as a recipe, which will be this, create that pattern, and just chuck it into this guy, and voila, automated. Beautiful. I just realized as well, we can't actually see in there, or see the wireless thingo that I put in there, so I'll just... Okay, no I won't. I was going to dye that, but I guess we'll do that. I guess this gives the same effect. Being able to see that is the point I was making. Okay, so we go behind here. we can place in the pattern, and that should work. When we order this, it should place everything in here. Now, that is going to be messy. It's going to be very messy. Yeah, I mean, it will be. But I'll tell you what, we still want to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and order a motor. We'll order one just so that we get all the ingredients and we know where we got to put the stuff. I was hoping it would just chuck all the stuff in here, but oh, you know what? It's actually got to craft some of the like rods and stuff, I think. Right? Surely that's what we're waiting on. All right, so we've got everything here. So I'm gonna try to sort my inventory. There we go. And then we'll grab each of these things out. We'll put them in order, I guess. And then the fun begins. So first things first, we want a pipe upgrade. We'll grab an ultimate. Why not? The next thing we're gonna want is a filter destination tool from the same pipes mod. And here we go. We'll set the pipe to extract. We'll chuck in our upgrade. And now we add the filters. So for starters, where do we want the brass plates? Well, we know that we want these on the corners. So what we're actually gonna have to do is run a pipe to every single block connected here, right? That's the sad reality here. So the next step is going to be shift right clicking on the side of the block that the pipe is connected to. Now, the reason I say that is because if I were to shift right click on this side of the block, I don't believe it works. You want to specifically get the side that the pipe's connected to, so this side right here. And then open it up, shift click in your brass plate, click edit, drag in your filter destination tool into this spot there. Just click it once and it should add the destination. Click submit. Beautiful. You now want to do the same for every single one that is going to have all these things. All the what's? What was I saying? All the brass plates. Yeah. So I will come back with all that done. It's the same for all of these. So for example, for this one here, I believe that is the capacitor. So we'll open this guy up, shift click in the capacitor, click on him, edit, slap that guy in, confirm. It's that simple. So I'll be back. And I believe that is the last one. I think we've got everything hooked up, or at the very least, you know, whitelisted. And so now if I were to, you know what, let's do it from scratch. So I'm gonna cancel this request. I guess we'll cancel the copper as well. That was probably from the last episode. Put all the stuff away. There we go. We'll search motor. We'll go, hopefully, out of this place, if I actually can. And we'll witness this. Hopefully, everything works perfectly. Electric motor, start. All the items, they're going in the same direction. Ladies and gentlemen, an electric motor. How cool is that? Beautiful. Okay, I'm actually very happy. That worked flawlessly. So, what's next? Well, I was going to do the Tesla coil, but I'll tell you what. We're going to take a little detour. I'm very happy with that. We'll have to, we'll do probably a similar thing that we did over here where we, like, try and, like, add a little bit of design. I'm tempted. I sort of want to know what you think. What is happening here? That block looks weird. If we make this background into solid, like, andesite casing, do you think that'll look weird? Because I sort of want it to be like, this is accented parts. I think that could work. Like if I just make this almost into like a tower, sort of. I don't know if my vision, I don't know. I've got some ideas, but we'll pretty this up maybe at some point. I say that like it's gonna happen, but it will. It totally will. Totally, yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's take a quick detour. Let's actually take a quick detour over here, where I kind of want to pretty up this again. Let me grab some copper casing. You know, make sure that we can pretty this up. Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We'll do that corner, but then we'll place the dirt back. Everything's fine. Just to make it a little bit nicer, tiny bit nicer, maybe barely. Okay, what's happening in here? Well, I mean, currently what's happening is it's drawing charcoal out of here, and this player simulator is putting the charcoal in, but it's putting it in at intervals, right? So it's putting it in currently every 1,200 ticks. Now, there are options to have it so that it will do it like only at certain times and stuff like that. It's a lot of effort. And to be honest, I'll be completely honest, it's pretty dumb. I mean, like, it works, so it's not completely dumb, but it's still, in the context of the alternatives, it's quite dumb. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect all of these, right? So sorry about the visual bugs we're seeing here as we see particles through walls and stuff. But there we go. All that stuff's gone. We'll move all that stuff away. Excellent. What is next, you may be wondering? Well, here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to, first of all, grab this mechanical arm back out. And I want to place him here. Oh, I didn't really realize that you could do that. I wanted to see the block under him. You know what I mean? Like, so if I place him here and we break this, what's underneath? Nothing, okay. I was wondering if you could connect a shaft underneath. Okay. Doesn't really appear as though you can. Okay, we'll come back into here then. In that case, what do we want to do here? I think I placed this on top. So he's in a bit of a rough situation, but I think it's good. It appears this mechanical arm has not been assigned any targets. Select belts, depots, funnels, and other blocks by right-clicking them while holding the mechanical arm in your hand. Okay, so if we pick this guy up, and I hold him, and I right-click on this guy, or I shift right-click on this guy? No, okay. Does it have to be... I think it has to be like, whatchamacallums, create things. So for example, if I get funnels, right? And we craft a bunch of these andesite funnels. I craft a bunch of these andesite funnels, I say. Then, what we could do is slap them underneath here, right? And so now they sort of look like vacuum cleaners or something, but the arrow is the important part. This arrow could either face down or face up. I want it to face up, showing that it's going to be an import into this blaze burner. It's going to import stuff in there. Simple, right? And as we placed them, we saw they were all facing up, including this middle guy when we were placing them. So what's next? Well, we need the mechanical arm to put stuff in there. So I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to pick this up as well. We're going to put the copper casing away. We're going to clean things up. I'm going to place the drawer here. I'm going to place the mechanical arm there. I'm going to break this because I think I'm going to bring a gear through here. Or a cogwheel, sorry. We're going to get a cogwheel. I'm going to place him there, but before we do that, I'm going to place this. Yeah, so this is an electric motor, right? What an electric motor does is if I were to, say, give him, I don't know, maybe an ender gate on the front or on the side, it doesn't really matter, he will be able to start powering stuff. Now, real quick, this is how you can alter the speed just by scrolling. So we can have it do, like, really slow spins, or we can have it do, like, literally insane spins using power. So I'm going to set it just to a nice 32. We're going to slap in now. You know what? That's probably fast as well. Let's just do 16. There we go. And I'm going to shift right click on this ender gate. So now it's receiving power and it's spinning. That's how fast it spins. Beautiful. On top of this guy, on top of this guy? Yeah, I guess, yeah, it fills it up. I'm going to place the cogwheel. And so now this guy's spinning. Beautiful. He's very happy. The next thing we're going to do as well is we are actually going to grab this other funnel. I wasn't sure if we would. I'm going to slap him here. And this guy's going to be... Oh, I didn't actually want him to do that. How do I get them to take stuff out of this? Do I want it to go into a depot? I think I might, actually. I think we want to grab a depot. Yeah. Oh, I've actually got a pretty cool idea. I might be able to just entangle this depot, right? So, for example, if I grab my entangled binder and we grab an entangler... Yeah, I will do this. I was debating whether I bring the network over there, but I think there's still times to do this. Okay, I think. So I'm going to slap this guy here because of course I am. I'm going to entangle him, and we're going to get an exporter. Oh, but by the way, like I know this area is getting messy. My plan in my head, right? As for whether it will happen, that's a different question. My plan is that I'm going to go through and like place these networks at every single spot where we've previously got this stuff set up, because whilst they still currently work, or at least I think they do, I do like the idea of having actual refined storage networks. So whilst this is messy, we're working towards the plan. But anyhow, I'm going to place this guy here. I'm going to chuck in charcoal, and that should just be good enough. If we now come back under here, the depot now has charcoal on it. Now he's only got one, but he only really needs one. So what do? I pick up the mechanical arm, I right click here, and as you can see at the bottom, take items from depot, and then I'm going to have it deposit items to andesite funnel, and I can pick them all, right? Oh, I've just dropped my ear on the ground. I'm sorry if you heard that. So I can select them all, and what he'll do is he will place coal into all of these, and we will get an insane amount of stress capacity because the heat will be insane. Do we do that? Maybe. I'll tell you what. We might do that purely because we might be able. We might be able to, right? Like if we're still generating enough charcoal that we can afford to, why not, right? Why not? So let's do that. All of these are selected, I believe. We slap this guy down. And so what we should see, or at least I thought it appears it's not targeted. Maybe I might have crouched and broken it, but we'll try again. So I'm going to right click all of these now to deposit. There we go. And then I'll slap this guy down. Mechanical arm has 1 input and 9 outputs. So I believe that's inputting into the arm and then outputting there. That was at the very least my understanding, but currently he doesn't really seem to care too much. I'm wondering if the charcoal doesn't count as an output, so he's not doing it. Like you, buddy, come on, do the thing, do it, Oh, wait, we've got text down here. When multiple outputs available, round robin, yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. Forced round robin? No, it doesn't really matter. Prefer first target. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do a round robin. That should be fine. It's not doing it though, is it? 1 input and then outputs. And these are all pointing up, so they in theory they should work. Or at least I thought they would. And yet it's not. Oh no. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm probably gonna mess around with it for a bit. Try and figure this out. Like if I right click this guy twice, deposit items to depot. No, I genuinely want to take the items and I want to deposit them in here. Oh, you know what? Did we try just right clicking on these themselves? Yeah. Okay. It looks like we can deposit directly into the blaze burner. To be fair, in my defense, the funnels looked cooler, I think. Let's try this then. Is that gonna do it? 1 input, 9 outputs. I'll be honest, it doesn't seem to... Oh, it's doing it. Okay, he just had to do a bit of thinking that time. Okay. He's very slow, but it should be fine. So now we're up to 16,000. Okay, and he's going to grab another one. And so I think we'll just... I'll watch this. We'll let him do a full run. So he's now put in a second one. Yep, so now we're boiler status level 2. I don't know if you saw that, because the heat went up a level. So I believe we'll go to level 9 here. So we're going to get a crazy amount of stress. So he's moving. He's putting it up. Level 3. I want to wait here and see what level we get up to. Like, if we get up to level 9, then I think we're good, right? Because that means that we don't need to speed this guy up, which we can easily do, but I just want to see if we have to, you know what I mean? Because I kind of like watching him move. So yeah, I'll be back in approximately 5 more levels unless one of these burners runs out of fuel. I just wanted to jump in at level 7. We've crossed 100,000 stress units. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Oh, did we just... Okay, so it looks like we're stalemating. Or not stalemating, but we're getting trapped at around level 7, level 6, right? Let's watch again as this one goes in. Yep, level 6, then level 7. Okay, beautiful. We can definitely work with that, I would say. So that's pretty cool. I quite like the sound and look of that. So, what does this mean? Well, all it means is that we should keep an eye on our charcoal. Currently, we are at 2.5 thousand. Our actual charcoal generation is obviously happening in the basement of this building over here. So we'll quickly jump down here. This is where the wood is being burnt. This is where the wood is being chopped up. Do we try and fix this system? You know what? Maybe we do. Maybe this is a fix-it episode. You know what I mean? Maybe it's one of those. I'll tell you what as well. If we go back over here, there's something... maybe not here. What I was going to say is we could... Whilst this system doesn't work, we could do something that does work. What do I want to do here? I don't know. I don't know. Essentially, what I was going to do was just a bunch of, what do you call it? Soul sand. Alright, have a look at what I've just done. I don't fully understand it. This is a horrible setup. I don't know. I was placing block places and breakers, but I didn't realize this breaker didn't have like a filter that I could do. Or at least I don't think it does. You could do a redstone signal. It can be disabled by applying a redstone signal. Okay. Once again, realistically, what we do is we grab a network, right? And we actually like bring the stuff over here, or we entangle it over here. No, entangling doesn't really help. I don't know. Essentially, I wanted some eternal stellars, right? I wanted to make some more eternal axes. So I'll tell you what. Manually, I'm going to do some more of this, I guess. I really don't want to do that. That sounds so boring. Indeed. What do we do here? What's the plan? Does anyone have a plan? I'll tell you what. We will do the network. I've changed my mind. We're doing the network. The network's happening. We're turning the car around. So I'm going to do network receiver here. Going to select him. We're going to fly all the way back over here. We're going to hook it up. This is going to be obviously eternal. That's what I'm going to call it. This one will have a sign because it's one of these main ones, I guess. Eternal. There we go. Beautiful. Selected. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't have to be dyed or anything. Perfect. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get a constructor. We're then going to get a destructor. We're going to place the constructor onto this block, courtesy of below. Constructor, destructor. There we go. We'll fill up the floor. This guy is going to be set on blacklist for soul sand. This guy is going to be set on whitelist for soul sand. And so now this won't break soul sand, but once the soul sand becomes soulless sand, it will be broken. And so then I just hold it again, and we just do this for all of eternity. It's that simple. Now, once again, this isn't that fast. And for the sake of, I guess, doing something cool this episode, let's make them faster. So, the destructor can be turned into an elite destructor with a little bit of crafting and smelting. This guy can be turned into a ultimate, I think it's called, or an ultra destructor. There we go. This guy can be turned into netherite ones, but we don't really have that hooked up. But the ultra should be good enough. We'll craft all these. I love that somehow we're crafting them fast enough. Like I'm taking a little bit of time in between, clicking it again. But the stuff's there whenever we do it. That's pretty cool. So, we'll do this again. I'm going to place constructor here, destructor here. Hopefully this is a little bit faster. This guy's obviously going to be a soul sand blacklist, soul sand whitelist. And so now when I hold this, let's see, is it any faster? I mean, it is faster. I wouldn't say it's crazy faster though. What if can we get some speed upgrades happening? Let's get 8 of these. Let's put 4 in. Oh, can I put them in here? Oh no, I can't. Okay. I mean, I guess that's good to know. Sure. Okay. Well, in that case, I'll just sit here. In terms of how many I need, I think I only need 8, right? I think if I chuck those in there and search eternal, I think I can order 3 of these. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to order 3. That might break things, I'll be honest, because I don't know if I've ever ordered 3 before. In fact, I think it did break. I might have done a boo-boo. Yeah, because we've got a bunch of stuff in here. I'm gonna cancel that, and I'm gonna try it again, I think. Yeah. Let's order 1 at a time. I think that's just the safe option. Okay. So, what's the reason for the eternal stuff? Well, obviously the axes in the choppy chop things are being used up, right? Now, there's a few things. Essentially, I just want to put the upgrades on them. So, for the bonsai pots that are growing our trees currently, you can put upgrades on. You can put what's this? Fortune to get increased drop rolls. In terms of what that means, I'm not sure. I guess you get better chances of it actually dropping logs, which, sure, and maybe you get even more logs. So, fortune, benefit. We put fortune 5 on it. Efficiency will increase the speed, which I think, reduce the sapling grow time. That's pretty cool. We could put silk touch if we wanted leaves. We don't really want leaves. And then we could also pollinate them with beehives, but we don't want that. So, we want efficiency and fortune. So, what's the plan then? The bone splitter, I think we took the enchantments off of that. In terms of efficiency, we have none. Because I put it all on this. Yeah, efficiency 5 and fortune 5. Do I just take these off? I think I do, to be honest. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to take these off because we have a sword. The sword has capturing and it has looting, right? It's got some cool stuff. We want the efficiency to go on something else. The fortune I'm not going to do though. The fortune we'll get a different way. For example, we'll take some out of here because we got some in the system apparently. So we'll get some fortune We've got a Fortune 6. We might be able to get more. Let's also search for Fortune. We might be able to order some more. Fortune. Let's order another book. Hopefully that system still works. I don't even know if that's broken. Now, the other question is, what axe do we use? Well, I was sort of trolling a little bit before, and I was using wooden axes and making them eternal. We could still do that. We could also search like hashtag enchant and then search axe or something. Because like I think some tools have better enchantability. Like I don't fully know. You know what I mean? Like I think gold is meant to have good enchantability, but do we want to make a golden axe? I mean, we certainly could. There's, you know, it's not going to be the end of the world. We'll grab this, chuck him in there, and I don't know, chuck an enchant on. To be fair, like these don't look that good. I mean, like what? Fortune 2, efficiency 2. Pretty yikes if I say so myself. Diamond tools, what do we get? The same thing, but maybe Fortune 3. I mean, it's just I don't know. Not worth it, I guess. Efficiency would be good, but I mean, they're not offering us that. I'll tell you what. You know what? We might do this. I'll activate this, so we'll get some XP flowing. I'll enchant this guy with Fortune 3. I'll probably enchant over the top of it anyway, with like actually just manually putting the books on. But yeah, well, I don't know. We'll see, because maybe it'll give us efficiency as well. You know, maybe. Fingers crossed. Level 44, 45, boom. We got leech. Okay, awesome. That means nothing to us. Unbreaking, that means nothing. Efficiency 2. What do we get? Soulbound. You know what? Yeah, let's just keep running these through here. So Unbreaking 4, I mean, that's pretty cool. We got Soulbound as well. I'll grab the axe back, and we'll chuck this guy in here. Efficiency 4. Yeah, pretty cool. I'll take that. I'll turn this guy off for now. So, the Efficiency 4 we'll actually leave on that axe. The Fortune 3 we'll take off this axe. There's no point in it being there. Soulbound, Unbreaking. Grab that axe. So, what's next? Well, I think if I try and put Fortune like 6 via this enchantment applicator, it will just tone it down to Fortune 3. I'm pretty sure that's a thing, sadly. So, what are our options, you might be wondering? I think I've just got to use all my levels. So if I do... Oh, actually, you know what? We might be able to do a little bit of cool. If I put efficiency in here, as well as Fortune, I think I can pull them both out on the one book, and maybe that's cheaper to put on the tool. I don't know, but we're just going to do this. 17 levels, efficiency 5, Fortune 6. I'm going to do that. Then with our efficiency 4 one over here, I'm just going to chuck on Fortune, which maybe will be in here. Actually, no, the Fortune should automatically go here. But no, it's still currently a level 4. Alright, we might have to look in our system and see if it's working. Alright, I had to manually come over here and chuck the stuff back in. But we should now have Fortune. So if I quickly zip back over here. We should have a bunch of Fortune in there. Surprisingly, oh, no, there we do. Fortune 5. Beautiful. So not quite Fortune 6, but, you know, good enough, I'd say. So efficiency 5, we'll chuck this on there. Beautiful. Next up is obviously the Eternal Stellars. Now I'll order another one and we'll grab these two out and we'll go ahead and enchant stuff. We don't have a smithing table here. Really? Oh, I've got one on me. Ah, look, we came prepared. This guy... I guess we'll sub him here. So I'll chuck these on. That'll make them eternal, so they won't have any durability, as far as I'm aware. And we'll do that on both of these. Beautiful. Why not? And then finally, we'll go down here and we'll see what it does for our charcoal. So at the moment, we're still making charcoal. So like it wasn't an issue, but we just sort of made sure that it wasn't. And we're gonna do something else. So I'm gonna break this. I'm gonna break this. I'm gonna break these. I might also break the middle one. Well, I guess we'll leave it for now. But I'm gonna chuck in these good axes in there and in there. I guess we'll take out these wooden ones because they're pretty useless. So there we go. This should now give us a lot more loot. Now, in terms of how much loot, I don't really know. I guess we'll see. 6 logs. Hey, 6 logs per tree chop. I'm pretty sure they normally give you 1, right? If we go ahead and look at bonsai pots again, right-click this. In general, yeah. I mean, I think it's 1 because these all show like 3 sticks. Hey, that's pretty cool. Fortune 6 and yeah, 6 logs. Hey, winner, chicken dinner. And look at how fast they're growing compared to the middle one. Let's watch. You know what? Not as fast. To be fair, it's almost twice as fast, I think. Possibly even twice as fast. But I thought it would be a lot faster just based on how much more wood you get. But that's pretty cool. So the next thing is obviously these guys aren't needed because we've got eternal axes. So I'm going to go ahead and break this, break that, break this. And this entire room is about to look a lot nicer as well. Let's put all this stuff away. Bunch of junk. Like a phenomenal amount. In fact, you know what? Let's properly clean up. Yeah, and then, boom, look at this. Hey, the room no longer looks as horrific as it once did. And this as well, you know what? Let's properly clean this up. So down here, we'll patch that up. That's not needed. We'll move this, we'll move this, we'll move this. We'll just place this guy directly there. And I think we'll set auto output. There we go. That sort of solves that problem, doesn't it? How cool is that? So now in terms of charcoal, if we have a look, we're already at 6.7. We're already at 6.8. In what? 2 more lot? Yep, there we go. Okay. Oh wait, it says 2.8, but okay, there we go. Yeah, I'd say that's a mission success. So, what else? Oh, the Tesla coil. I'll tell you what. Yeah, I probably should do the Tesla coil. Do we do the Tesla coil? I think we do. I think we should. I think it's the right thing to do. Now the issue is where to build it. I was sort of thinking here, but now I'm sort of thinking that might not be the best idea. Let's see. The Tesla coil is going to cost us 10 mechanical crafters, so arguably it's a little bit easier. I guess it's going to have some side by side as well. It needs a bunch of different things. All this stuff's auto crafted already, so we literally just have to build the thing. I was trying to put 2 of those away. Let's grab. Hey, you know what? We can make things really easy if we want to do a little bit of cheatsy cheats. We can grab an electric motor. That should be crafting up there in a second. Or is it already done? Nope. Should be crafting in a second. Yep, there it is. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. In fact, while we're not anywhere near there, but while we could be there, why don't we go ahead and say just keep one of them. Keep one of them in the system. Why not? If I take one out, put another one back in. Pretty simple. Okay, so electric motor, excellent. I want to slap him here. Preferably, vertically up this way. So the Tesla coil itself, it is a 3x3, yeah. So what we're probably going to want to do is rip apart this, I'm guessing. And I got rid of my fortune, of course, and now I'm instantly regretting it. Well, not my fortune, my efficiency. But here we go. So we're flying very fast. I do apologize. I'm thinking we break this. Now, how does it go? It goes 2 up, then gap, then that. So 2 up, then gap, then this. And that could be it. What do we think? Good idea, bad idea, horrible idea? You know what? I'd say not bad idea. In fact, yeah, I've got a somewhat decent idea. I reckon we place it here. We have obviously all this stuff going in there. We have, that stuff doing all that fun stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Is that fine? You know what? I think you could make an argument for doing that, I think. This one I was going to have go there and then place a chest in the wall. Maybe. Could be possible. Might be good, might be bad. We'll see. We'll have that stuff go there. So this is the Tesla coil. I don't know if you've ever seen a Tesla coil before, but this is it. We'll put this stuff away. What do I need? Diamond, and I need purple. If you guys know of a way to somehow automate the crafting of my private chests, let me know. Realistically, I'm playing single player at the moment. They don't need to be private, but I've already done it. I'd have to go and change all of them, which would be a bit of a mission, I think. But this should work. Beautiful, nice. So all that's left is to get the stuff in here and then auto crafted or placed into the spots. So obviously, is this gonna breach into the room? It is. Oh, we don't really want that to happen, do we? It's not. It is the end of the world. I was gonna say it's not the end of the world. It kind of is. Yeah, this whole thing, I'm gonna move down one. All right, this looks a little bit better. That wall can remain as it is. That's all fine. I mean, this can even, I guess return to dirt. Sure. And then we have this back here. Okay, nice. Once again, we're good. All I'll need to do is bring the network over, right? And then do the piping filtering like we did for the engine, or the motor, sorry. And I believe we're good. All right, so this time we've got a lime green one. Hopefully that doesn't blend in too much with the other stuff. So this guy's hooked up. We'll go ahead and grab our crafter. Ooh, we're gonna be out of diamonds or something. Oh, no. Oh, I just don't have it in our... I don't have it in our system to be auto-crafted anymore. Hold on. 1 second. Just bear with me while we travel through the multiverse, apparently. Crafter, we want the diamond crafter to be maintained. There we go. Excellent. Wonderful. Okay, so our ingredients. We need copper coil. I still don't know why I'm not allowed to drag things in from the left. I don't know why that's still like not a feature when I can drag things in from here. Anyway, copper spool, is that what it's called? Yep, copper spool. We're going to want, I believe, 3 of these. So we'll chuck that there. Oh, not on that side. Listen, I don't know what I'm doing. The episode's getting too long. Andesite alloy, we can do that. Andesite alloy, drag that guy in, just one of those. We'll need 2 capacitors. That should be doable. Capacitor, what page was it on? Right at the end here. 2 of these, nice and easy. 2 brass plates, that we can do. Brass plates, bam, 2 of them. And then finally, brass casing electron tube. And then finally, the Tesla coil, Tesla, I can spell. The Tesla coil itself as the output. Excellent. And yeah. Okay, so obviously again, we're just gonna have everything go where it needs to go. And that's gonna need the filter destination tool. I'll do one of them again, just in case you're not sure. Right click on the side of the block that the pipe is facing. Open up the inventory here. Shift click in the item you want. We need to make sure we have a upgrade in here. Shift click in the item we want. Click edit. Put in our filter. And submit. And so now it'll send stuff in there. Excellent. And now we do the same for all of these. And if it's the same item like this, you just shift click it in again and it goes right where you want it. All is good. Nice. Okay, and brass casing, or brass plate, sorry, right at the bottom. Edit, put that in, bam. Okay, wonderful. So, once again, I'll put all this stuff away. This guy here, we're gonna empty or make sure he's not connected by double clicking him. Nothing else is connected here, so he should be good. All this stuff can go away, wonderful. Let's go ahead and cancel this order because it's not on its way, I'll tell you that much. And then finally, let's order a Tesla coil. So boom, start. Oh god, we can't actually go out and have a look. It's probably already done. Here it is. Okay, all the stuff is in there. So the final ingredient that I forgot was actually making this guy spin. Now, to do this, we have a few options. One is I could bring the gears down here. And we might do that. I was just going to use a motor, you know what I mean, to get the stuff there. But, I mean, hey, for the sake of making stuff look nice, why not? Let's do it. So I'm going to dig down here. We could have this go into a small, which could then go, I don't know, into a large, and then into another small or something. Maybe that'll look cool. Place one there. Does that look fun? Yeah, there's all the items. There we go. Turns into a Tesla coil. Excellent. Wonderful. So these ones here, whilst they may look how they look, if we grab some casings, copper and brass, I'm not sure which one we want to use, or copper and normal, we can actually obviously encase... Oh, I thought you could encase them. I might be crazy. Hold on. Am I crazy? Maybe... Okay, maybe these can only be encased in, you know, andesite. Interesting. In that case, I don't know what to do. Alright, so I'm not entirely sure what I've done, but I've made an E. I don't know what to say. But I've done it. I've made an E. So yeah, the other thing I was thinking of doing, let me know what you think of this, would be like making all of this wall into this stuff, right? These corners kind of look messy. You could argue that that would look better. And maybe it does. And you could even argue that even up here would look better. I don't know if I'm allowed to. Like, some of these I don't know if I can replace because I think these are actual cogwheels. Now, realistically, they might not be even doing anything at the moment. Yeah, they might not be doing anything at the moment. So I might be able to, you know, swap them out. Should I try to do it? Let's try. Why not? Let's replace that. Yeah, I can't casing this stuff with the stuff. Which I'm a little bit disappointed in. We can break that. We can casing. That one can be casing. There we go. And then, yeah. Yeah, and then I was also thinking, like, over here, it could be the same thing. Now, I'm not sure the best way to do this, but I was thinking, like, all these blocks behind here could be, you know, these casings. Maybe not even this. maybe like behind this, right? And then like even this block could be, I believe, if I were to pick this up, right? Give us a second. If I were to pick this up, place this guy down, not like that actually, the other way around. So this is a, what do you call it? Oh, is this new? Have they updated? I feel like they updated the mod. They updated the mod, didn't they? I don't believe this preview existed before. Man, hey, framed blocks, they're shooting. They're shooting for the stars. That is sick. So in theory, I can place this knowing how it's going to look before I place it. Yeah, look, you can see the direction of the block in between it. So I no longer have to guess. I no longer have to be like, oh, do I need to stand here or am I meant to stand? I'm meant to stand here. I know already. I don't even have to like, there's no mystery. Oh, the humanity. What have I, oh God. Okay. Hold on, we didn't see this coming. Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. Hey, listen. Here's your next challenge. Hey, Mr. Framed Block. Huh? How are you gonna tackle this one, huh? How are you gonna tackle these connected textures? Go on. Do it. You wanna be the best mod ever to mod? Well, there you go. Do what needs to be done. I would. Oh God, I'm choking. I'm losing my voice. Anyway, we'll end the episode here. Oh God, yeah. Every time I take a big breath in, I'm needing to cough. So I'm gonna go drink some water. But we'll wrap up this episode first. We got Tesla coils. Excellent. We didn't try them out, but I'll tell you what. In the next episode we will. So that's pretty fun. This system works beautifully. I will say, loving the idea of using my wireless networks more often. Yeah, so my big issue, and if I were to give you some suggestions, I still like, I think this is a good setup, having stuff over here labeled, at least to some extent, so that you know, like, all right, my create one, it's linked to this coordinate. So like, if you need to backtrack the networks, you want to be able to find them, or else like, if all these signs break, I'm going to have to go to each of these coordinates and be like, oh, which coordinate is it? Whereas instead I'm like, okay, that's created. I don't need to go there. Oh, I needed the pink slime meat. That's like going to be this one here. So I can take that out, change it, right? Simple, beautiful. And then obviously we go to the create area and that's this one here. And then I've got color coded ones. That's really cool. I like that. Nice. I never thought there was a point in the color coding apart from just visuals, but that's, yeah, I like it. I like it. So yeah. I don't know. There's lots of visual opportunity to make things look nice. I don't know if you guys have caught on yet, but I can see a lot of potential. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this episode was a little bit better than the last one. I do apologize. I was going to cut out all the painful parts because I felt bad. I felt horrible, but I was like, you know what? I'll give them a warning in the video. so I put a little bit of text. Hopefully you took that text on screen, you know, with the seriousness that it required, because man, that would have been painful. Especially if you guys knew, which I think most of you did. Like you knew what the issue was, and I'm still just there going wee. You know what I mean? That was probably very painful. So I thought I'd give you the warning right up and early, but yeah. Okay. I'm doing a lot of this wall stuff, right? Where I just build up against the wall. This thing doesn't have a wall, so it hasn't worked. Do I build a wall behind it like a mountain? I think I do, because the rest of this stuff, it fits. This is dumb. This is, yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll figure something out. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you for supporting me financially as well. Thank you for, you know, watching the ads on the videos. That stuff helps me out big time, so I appreciate you for doing that. So, you know, they're pretty annoying. Let's be honest. but they do help, so yeah. That's pretty much it. Thank you to any donators or channel members we have, or any of the sorts. Don't feel pressured to do anything like that. Only if you want to, I guess. Oh, only if you want to give me money, he says. But genuinely, don't feel pressured. We're having fun here. Yeah, that's the main thing. And if you're interested in hosting a server, I am currently partnershiped with Bisect Hosting. There is a promo code in the description as well as a link. Feel free to check it out. You don't need to buy stuff if you click the link. You can just have a look. see what you want. There's like $2 servers you can get. I don't know what they'll run. I haven't looked into that, but they're there. They're there. So yeah, if you got $2 lying around. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I think we're good. Yeah, how much? I need it. This area, there's so much potential for this to look beautiful in an instant. You know what I mean? I just need a pretty stuff. Like even this doesn't look bad. If I just continue that around here. Yeah. What is that? Old root. Okay, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I will see you guys in the next one where we might do some mob spawner stuff. Depending on what happens, we might revamp this area to have a Tesla coil and be bigger and possibly even bring some mob spawners in here, like we had that blaze spawner. We could try that out. I think it's in a cardboard box. I think it's in here. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Goodbye.